Hey, welcome to the podcast. Apparently, Joel's over there. Got girl's hair. You shouldn't do the podcast in the kill room. I'm just saying. But then, just, it's just maybe not. Welcome, everybody, to Pocket Change, the little bit questionable now reselling podcast with Joel. Joel, how's your week?
The world's best kept.
Well, a little bit
And
questionable.
here's the thing, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you: when you are picking wives, if you're listening to this, just remember this. Here's the thing: if you are picking and you're doing your job, you're gonna have some strange women's hair happen.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll all come out of the wash here in a little while when we do our pick or pass. I will show you why I was like, ooh, and I dropped it over there. My week was great. Let's go ahead and cue up our jingle and get our show on the road. We're glad each and every one of you are here with us.
Profits are strange. We win some, lose some. It's all fair play. Come ride a pocket change. Go ride a pocket change. Pocket change.
Now, folks, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to jump in here right before he can. I think he starts this recording at the most inopportune times just to catch me because he knows. Like,
I already had started it, and then you started saying the woman's hair, and you were like, let's get this thing on the road. So I got the thing on the road, and then you got sidetracked again.
He's right. ADHD. What in the world? Anyway, I had a pretty good week. I can't complain. Again, I mean, I've got to get, somehow your laziness has spread to me. I was doing really good in the month of March, but here in April, I am like, I don't know. It's like I'm laying down. So I'm making a solemn vow. I'm going to try to finish the month strong, folks. It's not that I'm bad off. I've sold a few things. I've sold enough to pay my bills for the month. I've just not sold like I did last month. So I'm going to make a vow here, going out here towards the middle of April. Going to try to finish April strong. I'm going to make sure that I am listing and getting everything. I'm going to get on top of my listings, see where I'm at, and start doing all my sell similars and listings. Last month threw me for a loop with the sell similar, but it's just time to get busy. I've only, like I said, I've only paid the bills, so not made any profits.
Yeah.
And not really making any money. So we got to get, and I got to get some of this stuff going.
That's right. I might need to do something. I did the yard sale last weekend. Listed like 20 things. I've sold 6 of those 20 things now. And they weren't, I just realized today when I was going in there, they weren't even on a, what do you call it? They weren't promoted. Because the way I list them, I didn't promote them. So that shows that if you list decent product at a good price, it's going to, and I sold 6 of the 20 things in a week. Now, I sold a bunch of other stuff too. I had a pretty good week. Can't complain. Still hitting my more than one a day.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Let's back up.
Yeah.
So you listed, but you didn't promote.
Correct. And
you still sold.
I sold 6 of the 20. So I don't know. I have everything promoted. I promote everything. Maybe I shouldn't be. I think if you list yourself at or a little bit below market, you're going to show up anyways. Plus, when you first put something out there, it gets a boost in the algorithm for 3 to 5 days, depending upon what it is. If there's 1,000 of them, basically, I think it gets a boost until somebody posts something, like goes to the top of the list, and then somebody posts another one, you want to go down one. So if you're selling something that there's 1 million of, there's probably 100 of them posted in a day, so you're not going to have that boost for so long. But these things were car parts and random odd things. So I think there wasn't as many people posting them, so it gets you you get a little push. You do get a lift when you first post something new. That's why selling similar gives that stuff a lift again, because it's the newest thing that's listed of that item. So we just need to make sure you're listing. And I got to get back to it. Again, this weekend, my wife was off this weekend, so we did some running around, had some fun. Went and watched Ready or Not 2, which is a really good movie. If you guys want to go check that out, I enjoyed that. Have you seen Ready or Not?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's basically this family made a deal with the devil, and then on their wedding night, you have to pull a card, And if you pull hide or seek, then they seek her and they have to kill her before the sun comes up. Otherwise, the whole family dies. It's an interesting concept. They did too, which is similar. It's like Double or Nothing. It's all the rest of the people that are like the elites running the world. And whoever kills her, then they run the whole world themselves. But it's just a horror comedy. It was fun. So we went and watched that.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, not your thing. I can say that. I don't think it's something
Not
you
really.
enjoy.
No. Not really my thing. Not really. And I don't go to the movies a whole lot anyway. In fact, I can't remember the last time I went. Oh, yeah. I went to the movies just last fall.
Okay.
But it cost me like $5. It was a promotional thing. And I got to see one of the new movies coming out that was like a holiday movie,
No, that's cool.
which was great.
I spent, I don't know, it's $20 for a movie now. So it cost us
dude.
$40 to go to the movies and then popcorn and everything. We're like $70 in a movie theater. I'm like, this is crazy. I could have bought something great on eBay.
You could have. Here's the thing. What you got going on over there, Rover? I mean,
My ear is itchy.
Anyway, yeah, it is so expensive. It's so expensive to go to the movies here that they offer what they call movie packages, and they maybe offer where you're at too. They offer these packages where you can you pay so much per month, and you can go to the movies and get free popcorn and free drink or free snack.
Yeah, that often they go once every 6 months. So
I figured it up to make the lowest package worthwhile. You would have to go twice every week. Yeah. Like, really, honestly, you would have to go twice a week for the whole month to make it worth. Because it's something like, seems like I don't remember. Maybe you don't get a discount. Maybe you just get pop. I don't remember. But there
definitely is. Yeah, there's a club you can join, and everything's much better.
The discount one only does like the movie get in. You get in for $5 or something. So you pay like $25. And you get in, you get what, one movie or something? I don't know. Anyway, it's not worth it. Not to me anyway, because here's the way I look at it. A whole lot of your new streaming channels.
Yeah. It's
amazing. Like, you can watch movies. It ain't like when you and I were coming along, VHS and Please Be Kind Rewind. You went to the local family video store, mom and pops, and then it was Blockbuster, and then it was, Redbox and Hollywood Videos. I did really, though, the last Blockbuster. Did you hear that guy, like, cashed out, like, 50% of his stock?
No.
So, when the Reddit guys did that two years ago, the Reddit guys, like, ran the Blockbuster stock way up, like, buying it, and it got down to 2 cents. And that last guy in Alaska owns, like, all the stock.
Yeah.
It, like, got all divvied up to him. And he sold half of it as they were running it up. You want to do that? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and so now he's like a multi-millionaire or something, and then I'll call crash back down. But he still owns like the last Blockbuster in the world. Anyway, guys came to talk about reselling.
Yeah. You got off on a tangent here.
But anyway, yeah, listing is key, guys. Getting back to that, listing is key. That's why I haven't sold a whole lot. Now, Ben's is selling. I'm interested about this promoted thing because it makes me wonder. It's making me wonder if promoted really is still the way to go. And what I may
believe it is for things that there's a lot of. I think also, if you were smart, you would post it for 15 or 30 days before you promote it. Give it a chance to sell on its own. There are certain things that are going to sell you don't have to promote. These things, because of the way I was listing them, I didn't promote them. Because I forgot that when you're listing on the phone, you got to go in there and do that, and I didn't do it. But 6 of the 20 sold. But they were good deals. Because I'm trying to get rid of stuff.
Makes me wonder if you could set it up on the AI to do that, to where it's the AI is doing a relist, and when it does the relist sells similar, which they're trying to stop that, folks. But when it does it, if you could have it promoted then, I don't know which is best. But it's something to play with. Not this month because I'm already behind the 8 ball, but maybe next month for you guys. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know if Benz will do it, but I'll try to play with it and not promote some stuff just to see how it works out, how it sells, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So Graham and Pop's Vintage, if you go to their YouTube channel, he has I don't know the name of the program, but he's made a program that you can set it up. You can list your stuff, and then at 30, there's 2 or 3 levels. So you could say at 90 days promoted at this, promoted at that. and there's a way he's got an automated program that he wrote that seems to be working pretty good for people. I don't think there's any way you could do it with your AI. There could be. I'm sure they'll build it in. Now that he's made that, I'm sure it'll show up somewhere else. But that's a cool thing.
Yeah, if we just get AI to take the pictures, I'd be perfectly happy.
If I could figure that out, I would have everything listed. But
Oh yeah, if I can figure out how to get an AI to just take all the pictures, feed it in. I need, what was that? What was the robot on the Jetsons?
Rosie the robot.
Rosie. I need a Rosie to do my
Yeah.
picture taking, to feed it into my AI lister.
Yeah, just do it all and then pick and pack and ship it. That's a good deal. All right, so what did you sell this week? Did you sell anything at all?
Yeah, and then pick it back and ship it. That's
do it
right.
all.
Just do it all, Rosie. So in other words, I want AI to replace me, but I want the money.
Exactly. Pay me for buying the AI. Exactly. Did you have a sale of the week or no sale this week?
I did have a sale. Let me go see what it was. If you got yours going pulled up, I did not have that pulled up. That was one thing I did not have pulled up. Oh, eligible send an offer. Yay!
There you go. Send it.
Oh, we'll hear in a little bit. Yeah, I sold a pocket watch.
All right, so I had this Jules Verne. It was actually, it delivered on the 9th, so I sold it. I think Monday I shipped it out. It was a DVD, and it was brand new. And when I went to pull it, I could hear the DVD shaking around inside. So I have a heat gun, and I have plastic. So I debated in my mind, should I ship it the way it is, or should I take it out and then repackage it? So that's what I did. I actually opened it, the cellophane, reattached the DVD, checked the DVD. It wasn't scratched up. It was just shaking around. Reattached it, closed it, re-shrunk wrap it, and shipped it out. Do you think that's the ethical thing to do, or do you think now it's not new? Because it was brand new. It was just shaking around. And I know if I would have shipped it that way, it would have destroyed the DVD.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was a $4.75 sale. So it wasn't like big money. It wasn't like something they were going to grade. It didn't have watermarks. Some of my VHS that I sell for like decent money have the watermark and everything that prove that they're still in the original packaging. This was just here, I'll show you a picture of it.
I think you can make it. You asked me what's the ethical thing. I think you can make a question and a case for both. Right. The fact that it's really that it has never been opened, but that you wanted to protect it from being completely destroyed, I think that makes a difference. I probably would have done the same thing, honestly, because I want their item to be perfect. And if I had the way to make it back to where it should be, and it's not even back really, what you're doing is you're reattaching it inside to where it's supposed to be. I don't know. Now, my biggest thing is, can you guarantee that it's not going to pop loose and come loose while
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it won't. I actually 100% sure it didn't, because I did actually get, here, let me show you. It's definitely something that was sold at the dollar store, right? That's not Jules Verne, 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
The plastic was buckly anyways, right? So nothing's fantastic about it. So I ended up pulling it, and then I opened it up, fixed the DVD, checked the DVD, made sure it was good, fixed it. And then I have all these plastic sheets, because at some point I was thinking about maybe doing something not as ethical. No, actually, I have them from a project I was working on at work, and then we got rid of it. We were packaging things. We were taking master packs and dividing them up, and then it's something that we did there for a while, and then we threw all the stuff out because we weren't going to do it anymore. And then I asked my boss, and he let me have it. So I've got a heat gun, I've got a sealer thing, and I got those things, which I have never used. And I'm like, hey, I could probably reseal this. The other thing is, it was $4.76 as you saw, and I probably spent, I don't know, an hour finding that crap because it's somewhere in the garage. And I probably would have been better off just to cancel the order. But I ended up sending it, and I got feedback from them. Yeah, this is my feedback. High quality packaging, fast, very fast shipping. Product was as described, in mint condition, and excellent value. Would buy from the seller again. A plus. So I was worried if I would have sent that jiggling around, they would have not had the same response.
No, and there's a good chance that it would have got scratched up
Oh,
and
yeah.
the thing. Now, the biggest thing is, are they watching it? I would assume that they
I
are,
assume that's what it
because
is. Yeah.
that was what you showed there is not a collectible.
No, it's not a collectible. That's why I did it. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't buy that to get it graded. They bought that to watch it.
I mean, that's a Dollar General.
That's what I'm saying. It was something definitely at the dollar store.
I probably, if I had the ability to do it, I probably would have done the same thing. Just because. Now, if it was something you were going to grade,
Yeah,
oh,
I would have definitely reached back out to him and said, "Hey, there's a problem," and we'd have.
yeah, if it was like Beetlejuice, original Beetlejuice in sealed fashion, like, yeah, because that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sold a pocket watch, so I actually did pretty well on it. Not really a. I hate using the terms that we use now. Like, okay, I'll show you. Let me bring this up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because, folks, you need to kind of understand this as well if you're listening. Some of you will understand. Okay, so let me share this. Here we go. Okay, so you can see it now, right? Yep, there we go.
Yes.
Okay, so I sold this for $14.99.
That looks $14.99.
Here's the thing. This is a Milan, so it's not a top of the line watch. It's actually, now here's the kicker on this.
Yeah.
So this is a Chinese, let me go over here. This is a Chinese made watch.
Yeah.
Most people would not assume that it is,
No.
but it is.
It doesn't look like it.
It is a Chinese made watch, and if I could zoom in on that back right there,
Yeah.
it says made in China here.
Mm-hmm.
But this was when China first started making pocket watches.
Yeah.
To send over here to the U.S. And we used to talk about crap about their quality. But here's the thing. They used a Japanese movement in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see here, but written right here, right about here,
Mm-hmm.
it says Japan or JAPN
Mm-hmm.
MOVNT or MOVT, which means Japanese movement.
Yeah.
See right there? I don't know if you can see made in China there.
I do. I see.
But yeah, made in China right there. So it's a really nice looking watch. And so here's what I want everybody to kind of understand. I don't need to get that off for eBay and calculate. I'm going to stop sharing. So as I can get over here, there we go. Stop sharing. Okay, so let me say this. So technically that was a quote unquote vintage watch.
Right.
It was produced in the 90s. The date code goes back to the 90s. But if you looked at it and you go back and you can rewind just a little bit, pay attention, you'll notice I didn't list it as vintage.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. A watch like that, if I list it as vintage, is it vintage? Yes. But it's a Milan Chinese-made knockoff. But it's got a Japanese movement. So it's not a Chinese quartz movement. It's a Japanese movement.
Still think it'd be worth more than $15.
Japanese movements are always worth more. They are. Even in a Chinese made watch.
I mean, I sold a crappy pocket watch today.
The jewels, don't hold me to the pronounces of the name, but it's a jewel something. I'll slaughter the name. Hergesen or something like that.
Yeah.
I probably slaughtered it. It's one of those fancy names I can't pronounce. But that's what that's made to look like.
Yeah.
And that watch is about $100 watch.
Yeah.
My fear was if I put vintage on that and somebody just looked at the picture, they would think it was that. And see, here's the thing. That Jules watch that this one's made like, they have the same face. They have the same Japanese movement. They have everything.
Yeah.
And they were made at the same time. It's just one was assembled in China and the other was assembled in Europe.
Okay.
So the one that's assembled in Europe is worth about $100. That was worth about 15 to 20 tops. Now, if it had the Chinese movement, because there's some of them now that are not vintage that look just like that have the Chinese movement in them, they're not worth but about $8. So there you go, folks. There's a little bit of a lesson on those pocket watches. But it's sold for $14.99. It's a great sale. It's on its way. Bye-bye birdie. But I be careful about those and look for certain things when you're looking for pocket watches. The Chinese movements, I wouldn't even waste my time buying them now to sell.
Yeah.
We've talked about it several times. You're competing directly with the Chinese guys here on eBay, the actual manufacturers. And
So one today for $10.
Yeah, now Ben's has had some good luck selling them, and I've had some good luck selling them. They just don't sell like they used to.
I bought, like 2 years ago, I bought a couple hundred of them, and I sell one every once in a while. For a while, the ones that were selling, I had bought a bunch of Trump ones. I sold all those right after the election. But other than that, they are slow. They're a slow sale. But I bought them when they were like 90 cents to buy them on Temu. So, and I'm selling for $10, and they take up this much room. So I have no problem with that. I have 2 totes that are 12 by 12 by 20, and they're just sitting in a corner. And space is what matters. So,
and that's part of the reason why I tried to niche down to pocket watches, because they don't take up all that space. You can have a whole lot of inventory without a whole lot of space. But here's the thing. Again, the Chinese inventory, folks, if you open it up and it just says quartz, QUARTZ, and you pop the back off of it, learn the difference between a Japanese movement and a just Chinese quartz movement. Because, okay, so wind, always worth money.
Yeah.
Even if it's a Temu watch and it's a wind up, still worth money. A Chinese wind up, it can be worth about $15 to $20.
Yeah.
Now, that means you need to get it for less than $1. So have fun with that, but that's where you need to be.
They're not like that anymore, even on Temu. They're like $6, $7 a piece.
It's going up like crazy.
That's when I belt buckles. I started buying cheap belt buckles all over the place. I could find them for $1.50, $2. Now, belt buckles are like $6, $7 wholesale. It's crazy. That's why I backed off them. I have a bunch that I bought, though, when a company went out of business, and I haven't listed them yet because I'm lazy as shit.
So let's talk about this. You're talking about belt buckles. I'm talking about pocket watches, which you can get it really high. You can get really high dollar
on both.
Belt buckles. I'm sure if I still had mine from the high school junior rodeo back in I'm not even going to say, the late 20th century, I'm sure it would probably be worth a lot of money right now. But here's the thing. Most everyday belt buckles, like he's talking about, yeah, they've gone up to $6. But here's the problem. And you tell me if you notice. This is what I'm noticing about pocket watches. So I'm going on eBay now, and I say, okay, I got these pocket watches in a lot.
Yeah.
Here's this one that is Chinese made 3 years ago. They're still making it by the crap ton. Has no precious metals in it. It's made with an alloy that if you leave it in your pocket too long, it'll melt in your pocket. I'm just saying it, folks. Let's call it what it is.
So you got a hot ass pocket.
So how much is it worth? And I go to the sold comps, and they're selling for 99 cents to $2. Whereas 2-3 years ago, they were selling for $10.
Yeah, 10 to 15, $20.
But now you've got and so what I'm saying, folks, is if it's Chinese newly made, it doesn't say, if it's made in China, it doesn't say Japanese movement on it, or it's not a wind up, toss it back in the bin. Let it go. Don't do with it. You're not going to make any money off of it. Now, like Ben said, he bought a bunch and he got a good deal on them, and he's just got them sitting there, don't take much room, and he sells one every now and again, but not like he used to.
No, not at all.
When he first got them, he was selling them like,
constantly.
But does that happen to belt buckles? That's what's happened to belt buckles too, isn't it? You could buy a lot of good, cheap belt buckles to start with, and now that's like the manufacturers of them are coming on eBay and saying,
you can't buy, you can't the way you used to, and the cost has gone up. It has tripled on them to buy them. But by the time you buy them for $6 and they sell for $12, there's no reason to even do it.
So there's the problem, is sourcing. Now, the guys who do Amazon seem to source quite well. But here's what you're going to have to do. And so this is a reseller podcast, folks. And here's what Ben's going to tell you. This is how we're surviving. We're starting to get rid of what I call, quote unquote, under junk.
Yep.
The little cheap items we used to buy a lot of. Just you go to a yard sale and you're like, I really want that item, but they're not coming to my price. So I'm going to grab this cheap crap over here and put with it. Forget the cheap crap. Negotiate and add some other good dollar items with it. Do it that way. Because vintage belt buckles are still selling. Vintage pocket watches are still selling.
For good money.
All that that stuff still sells. And it's not that the cheap crap we throw out there doesn't sell. It just takes forever to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And we want you to make money. That's the reason we do this. We're not making money off this. We're not monetized. We want all of our people who are listening to us, who are reselling, to be able to make money too. Otherwise, why would you listen to us? I guess that's funny.
Yeah, the whole idea is, well, and I have been. If I can buy it for $0.25 and sell it for $5, I'm in. But you can't do that anymore. It has gotten to the place where shipping, the cheapest shipping is $5.25 on ground. It's the cheapest shipping you can get. You don't ever want to sell anything that sells for the same price as shipping, or at least 50% of shipping at this point, because you're going to pay that same promoted fee and your regular fee. So if it's 13% plus 7% promoted is 20%. You sell something for $10. Right off the bat, you owe them $2. And then, you sell it for $5, you only paid $1 for it, so that's $3. So now you're down to only making, then you buy the shipping later, which is $5.50, and all of a sudden you're down to making $1.50, and it's not worth our time. In the past, I was like, oh yeah, I started this. With the exceptions of, if you can get like my comic books, which I'm selling 1 or 2 or 3 a week of those for $6 to $8, I've got 7 cents in them with packaging $1. And still not worth my time, but I listed 3,000 of them in a day. You can do them like crazy. But when it gets down to it, once I get more and more other higher dollar stuff, I will probably take those to the yard sale and sell them for $1 a piece, because I'm making maybe $3 on them. I have to package them and do all this. And
you said $1 a piece, right?
Yeah, sell them for $1 a piece. Yeah, and just try to get rid of them. So we'll see. I'm trying to up my dollars. If you sell $50 items, you have to sell 1 for 10 of a $5 item, and it's even better. It's even more than that. A $50 item, by the time you sell it and you take off your percentage, whatever, you end up making $35. A $5 item, you end up making $1. So you have to, instead of selling 1, you got to sell 35. Or even if it's $2, you still have to sell 16 of them.
And the problem too is, like you said, you got your shipping. Here's one thing major that, okay, how do I say this? So Ben's is facing this. Not only he and I both are facing this as eBayers. You guys are facing it if you're eBayers as well. It's things you need to think about. But it's not just us eBayers. Ben's is facing this, I'm sure, at work. I know my wife's company is facing this as well. In fact, they've had to start doing what they call shipping. What's it called? It's an extra charge they add in at the bottom, because they don't want to add it into the cost right now.
Yeah.
But you've got all this stuff. So how many people, and ask yourself this question, you see this, I don't know, you see this pen. You go, I really like that pen. I really want that pen. And you're like, how much is it? Oh, it's 30 cents. It's $1. It's $1 for the pen. Oh, $1 for the pen. Okay. It's $4 for the shipping. I don't want the pen. And that's where we're at now, is shipping has become so you got to think, if you got a $5 item and shipping is $5, that's now a $10 item to them.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it worth it?
No, it's not.
Are they going to pay 50 cents, 50% on shipping? Now, in Ben's case with the comic books, and guys, this is the thing with comic books. A lot of times they will, if you've got set ones.
Yeah, or they're trying to finish your set. That's what I have. A lot of people that buy them. They're like, oh, I only need one more to finish my run. And you know what? I was going to do a joke today about layoffs, but none of them were working. So, I thought that was funny. All right. So, so you sold a couple of things this week. I sold a couple. Do you have any good feedback this week?
No, not gotten. The only thing I've gotten so far for feedback is basically automatic. I'm up to 47 now. Auto. I don't know. Guys, let us know in the comments. Let us know. Do you guys like this new auto feedback thing? Because I don't. Yes, I've gone, since they started, I went from 120 to 158.
But if they didn't do it, you wouldn't get any feedback at all. So I think that's fine. But you just need to sell better products.
Feedback and they didn't do this.
Feedback.
I got feedback. I actually got better feedback. I never got a single negative or even neutral until they started this mess.
I got feedbacks, just what I needed with a thumbs up. Item arrived very quickly and was as described. And great item and
Sweet.
seller, no issues, plus the one I already read.
That's awesome.
And my
See,
automated
that's what
went up
you
by
want.
2.
That's what you want, folks. But I'm just telling you, let us know in the comments. I want to hear you guys that are reselling. I want to hear from you. I want to know. Just be like, hey, Joel, I'm digging this. I think it's the coolest thing ever. It was so hard getting feedback before. Or, hey, I'm like you, Joel. I think this is a bunch of crap. Because I don't know. It's like you can't look at the number anymore. Trust a number. I know one guy I was watching one podcast, one eBay reseller. Good for him. Kudos for him. But he just started a new store. Wanted to see how quickly he could take it to profit. And now this is not normal, folks. He had a lot of items. So he started a new store. He started with 5,000 items. He listed them all in 1 month and sold a bunch. Made a lot of money. So, of course, when you're coming off the hip with that kind of items, you're going to make a lot of money. But the biggest thing was he was like, oh, he got all that in feedback too. So now he looks like he's some kind of major store that's been around forever. And he said less than a month. So I don't know. I used to be so tickled with the feedback. I was like, oh man, I'm working hard. I'm trying to make people happy. And now it's just like, you took all that drive away, eBay. But I don't know. You guys are our listeners. You let us know. Ben's really likes it. As long as I get 3 or 4 good ones a week and give me the auto, I'm good to go.
Yeah,
I don't care.
It's just a matter of doing. It is what it is. I have no issues with it. And those ones that do populate in auto, they never would have gave me anything. So it's going to offset any negatives or neutrals you get. Neutrals don't really affect that.
Make it different. I used to get feedback from people who like, I always ran a better percentage than Ben said.
Well, it's because you were begging for it. Hey, man, can you give me a...
Yeah.
But
I was like, let me know what I can do better
and then
for
when they
you,
went
bro.
to the automated, people were like, oh, you're asking? I'll give it to you. And they gave it to you wrong. They only gave you the bad. They're like, oh, the good side on its own.
Yeah, don't ask for it. Once they start doing the auto, people are like, oh, yeah, you want some feedback? I'll give you feedback.
Feed this back to you.
It's like, oh, I don't want your feedback.
All right, so I got my eBay commercial of the day.
Oh, no. This is another one where a rich guy gets a car from eBay.
No, this one's different.
Would you like to be rich, folks, and just have eBay just give you stuff?
Famous, awesome. He's a famous fella. All right, you ready?
And what's he famous for?
Gift from Mummy and Daddy. One, however, that would spark a bit of an obsession. It started out innocent enough, as these things always do, but quickly lit the fuse to something bigger. Mum and Dad encouraged other activities, but alas, had to sell things almost as fast as they bought them. Friends and family thought it was cute. It's just a bit of fun, they said. It's just a phase, they said. It's all fun and games until your child is 34, still lives at home, and absolutely nothing has changed. These things should really come with a warning label. Buy, sell, eBay.
That was a pretty good commercial.
Well, it was a little jumpy, but yeah, it was.
Well.
Now they're 34 and still living at home and nothing's changed.
And then, yeah. But you know what?
You
ever have that happen? Like my brother, my mom, he loved monkeys, so he got all the monkeys. And he, like an ungodly amount of monkey collection. And then I was into Coca-Cola, so I had every Christmas, it was like 14 Coca-Cola. It's okay. And I was 12. I like this, but I don't want to keep getting this until I'm 97 years old. Stop. But that's what happens when you start collecting things. You tell people you collect something and you get a gazillion of them. And you end up living at home till you're 34. I don't know. I thought that was a cute commercial.
I didn't get to do that.
No.
No,
me either.
Mummy and Daddy did not buy me a troll doll.
No. Started out small. That was a cute commercial.
From
I like
eBay.
That. eBay. Buy and sell on eBay. So if you got a kid that's doing it to you right now, go take all that crap and sell it on eBay. Have you seen that one where the The guy's got all the kids' video games outside, and he has his like stand-up lawnmower. And he's like, "You're gonna get a job." And he's like, "Dad, no, I don't want to get a job." And he has all his video games just laying out on the grass, and then he just runs over and just freaking destroys them. The kids, "No, I'll get a job." Yeah, that's what that commercial reminded me of.
Not me. I was intrigued with the British
So,
accent.
yeah, I'm sure it was
Would you
eBay
make-
England. I'm sure.
Yeah, but even if they could play that over here
Yeah.
because they would have given eBay a little sophistication.
Yeah. All right, so we are moving right along. It's been a good week. Sales were okay for me. You need to do a little more work. It happens. Do we have a pick and pass?
I have a picker pass.
Ooh. Rant.
Do you have a picker pass?
I do. I got a big old ass. What are we talking about? No, picker pass. Yes.
Picker pass.
All right. You want me to go first?
Go ahead, go first. Let's see. Ooh, what is that?
It's a 1957. No, it is a VHS tape rewinder. So you remember when you used to Be Kind Rewind, and then it needs a little dusted. But it does work. I plugged it in. I rewound something with it. It's super cool. It definitely. There was a time when you had a VHS tape player, and you were like, "Oh, don't rewind it." And everybody had rewinders because it would wear out your VHS player because of the rewinding. And so you bought this.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that's
So sell
to
those.
sell these. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Would you?
Or they would tell you, don't worry about rewinding it. Get a rewinder so you can get on with watching your next feature.
There you go.
They used to do, what was it? You could get 5 movies for $1 if you bought them back the next day or something. Who's watching 5 movies on one Friday night? Good Lord. But I would pass on that.
Okay.
And I will tell you why I would pass on
Why?
it. Let me give you reasons why. One, it's out of the box. I know it works, but it's out of the box.
Sure.
So I think that's going to hurt its resale value.
It is definitely vintage, though, from the 90s.
It is 100% vintage. I don't think they're even making.
I'm pretty sure they're
parts
not
for that
making this anymore, but it works.
But it does work. But I would still pass on it. And the reason I would pass is because there again, it's out of the box. That's the only reason I would pass. If it's in the box, I think it'd be worth the money to get
I
it.
think it'd be worth a
depending on
lot
what you
more
get
money
it
if it's brand new in a box, yes. But
yeah, I think brand new in the box, it would be worth it to get based on depending upon what you get it for.
I paid $5 for it, and I'm going to keep. That's why
Sure.
I bought it.
Yeah.
I bought it for myself for $5. I'm like, yeah. But then I was like, huh,
New in the box,
maybe I'll sell it.
I would buy it for $5.
Yeah.
Because I figure new in the box is probably worth $50.
Okay.
But let's see. But I'm going to say I would pass on that. I would definitely pass on that.
All right. You pass on it. Here
Just
we go.
because it's not new in the box.
Yeah, it's not new in the box. So I paid $5, 25, 20, 48.
I don't
20.
think you're getting 48 for that one.
I think $25 is a good plus delivery. I think 25 plus delivery is easy. 65, 25, 40.
Well, it looks like there's now. Here's the problem I'm seeing. Okay, stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
So this one for $39.98.
That's what I have.
Okay, is that the one you have? Are you sure?
Yeah, it looks just like this one. That's it.
No, it don't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't. Turn yours to the front. Oh yeah, maybe it does.
Yeah, I don't think many people made them. I think they're all the same. This is the one for 65. Is the one I have. But it's also the one for 25.
Some of them are different. Like that one for $39.98. Something's not right with it. It looks like it's a newer model, like cheaper, like maybe came out later.
Maybe.
Like it's still a 57 Chevy VHS video rewinder. Don't get me wrong.
The wheels look the same.
But it doesn't like the color. The color doesn't look as crisp as yours and the one for 65, or even the one for 3613.
Yeah.
The chrome doesn't quite look right on that, and the wheels don't look quite right.
This one looks.
And see
different.
that one for 20.
Yeah. That's dirty. Look at the gook on the top of it.
Now there's a black one with a power cord.
Yeah, mine's got the power cord. I just didn't hold it up. There's one for $25, but it is dusty and dirty as shit. Okay, but VHS 57 Chevy VHS recorder rewinder. 54 of them.
See, the one that says no cord is $20. So that's no cord, but it is a black one.
Yeah.
Looks like red was probably the most
Red was
made.
probably, but that's 57 Chevy red probably is the most $39, $20. Let's see what they sell for. There's somebody.
Well, wait, back up. We got one for 165.
Yeah, it's got 10 watches. Officially licensed. Exclusively licensed by the Chevrolet Motor Division General Motors. So it's officially licensed. So maybe I have a $165 one. Or
But look, down there's one $20 officially licensed Chevrolet product.
Exactly. I think it's a $25 item.
I think no cord it's a 20 to 25. I think with cord it's 25 to 30.
Yeah.
That's what you're seeing.
54 of them
You pay
listed.
$5, that's not going to be 10 times your money, but you can make some money off of it,
So-
even after fees.
Yeah, let's see.
But,
See how many
54
sold. That's the thing. I doubt. How many people do you think are really
let's
buying them? Sold 29.
Ooh, wait a minute. So we're going to take 29
divided by
54. That's a 53.7%.
That's a great sell-through.
Look, somebody done ruined
That's
it, though.
an idiot. Did a freaking. You don't do.
Who's the?
You don't do it. No, so 31,
Folks,
27,
you get a hold of
25,
these people who do this stuff.
39.
If we get a hold of them, we need to give them bad nookies or something.
15,
Like if
40,
you're putting
40.
your stuff on,
Yeah.
if you got a decent selling item and you're putting it on auction for 99 cents, show up at one of our get-togethers. Check out Mike Medco meetups. Show up at one of the get-togethers. We're going to give you some real swirlies because you got to stop doing this crap. Yeah, so maybe we're a little high. Maybe it's more like
all right. There's
15
one in
to
the box.
$20.
$35.
Yeah, okay.
39 in the box.
Yeah, so it looks like it's around a 15. There's a $30 one going down.
No, 25.
So that's the blue one. It looks to me like it just depends. Like I would probably list it
that's
around.
beyond the results. So there was 29 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, it's a Corvette. But there's probably 50 of them sold. So it's at least a 50% sell-through item, and it looks like it sells. So this guy's selling them for $40. I'm gonna steal his and use his whatever he used, and I'm going to try to sell it for $40 plus $10 delivery. I'll probably sell it for 25, like I said. Actually, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it. So I don't know why I said that. I think it's a cool thing to have. So 50% sell-through rate. All right. I knew $5 was a good deal for them.
Wow, 50% sell-through rate. Holy moly!
I never would have thought that was a 50% sell-through rate item. But keep your eye out for 57 Chevy VHS recorder rewinders.
And you went black on me. Your screen went black. I don't know why.
That's
sometimes
right. You were
when
black
share
on me
this
the first
program-
half of the thing after I shared, but I can see you, and so I can look at you, and you can't look at me. I can be making weird faces, and you don't know it.
All right. Well, since he can
Once
make
you
weird faces,
share.
let's show my finger
Yeah,
pass.
Go ahead.
All right. So I told you, the weird lady's hair earlier, folks. I have a fresh pair of pre-owned ladies pleather. It's actually nylon and spandex, but you can see how shiny it looks.
Yeah.
It looks like leather. Leggings.
I'm gonna pass, even if they're.
It's not your size,
No.
right?
I'll try them on.
Size large.
Maybe.
Machine wash. Do not dry clean.
I'll pause the
Do not dry
podcast
clean
right
or
now,
iron.
and you
Do
go ahead
not
and put
dry
them
clean
on.
or iron because it'll fall apart.
Let's pause the podcast, and you put them on.
I am not putting these on. Oh. But, anyways, so there you go, folks. Now, I will share. Ben's already said he passed.
Yes,
But
I
Ben's
know.
doesn't really
I
like
don't
wearing
like
his
clothing in
clothes.
general.
And here's the thing, though. I have not bought a single piece of ladies'
Oh, I
clothing
know.
yet.
Yeah.
So I have nothing in this, folks. Not a dollar, not anything. I have nothing in this. So let me share. Okay. Oh, you popped back in for me.
Hey.
Woohoo! So this is the brand,
Yeah.
Unoga Leggings, 109 results. There's a couple on here that are probably the same. Now that's definitely not. That's
Yeah.
more these
Terry
are more
Clark.
the
Yeah.
actual
Sweatshirt.
yoga.
Sweatshoe.
But you get right
Yeah.
here and they start looking a little shiny, and then you got active wear, and then you got this one here that says look at it and you can tell it's the
Yeah.
and then this one says spandex and nylons. But by the brand, we've got 109 results. And this is again
Yeah.
$7.50 to $20, a wide range,
Yeah.
but it looks like most of it's going to be around $6 to $10.
I would say
We'll say $8.
I would say those are probably like, yeah, I would put them for $12.95 or something like that. But they're free.
Yeah, here's $12.
Yeah.
Here's 15. So I'll probably do $9.99
Yeah.
plus shipping. That's just what I'll do.
Yeah.
And I'll
109.
probably sell them. Let's see. So give me that 109. Let's see what we got for sold here, folks. And boom, 5. Woohoo! And it sold for $3.56, $8.99, $4, $15. There's more than that here. Look. Of course, we're getting in. It looks like we're getting out of the name brand.
So
brand, there's only about 5.
So
sold.
4.5% sell through. Not very good.
Not good at all. But you know what, folks?
Yeah. There was 109, so they sell
109 divided by 5, or 5 divided by 109.
Yeah. So it's 4.5%.
Not very good. I can tell you what it is.
I only did the math.
You just said
4.5.
Right? Yeah. So not a great item, but there you go, folks. But here's the thing. I didn't pay anything for these.
Yeah.
They were dropped off.
But you realize that, that's like almost 2 years worth of inventory if they sell 5 on that same 90 days. In 2 years, you'll sell it within 2 years, and it costs you nothing. And it takes up no space.
They're going to hanger that I built myself with eBay money.
Yeah.
And they'll hang out of the way from everybody else's clothes, and they'll stay in there. And I've got a lot of clothes I've sold after. I've got some I sold after 2 weeks. I've got some that sold taken 2 years to sell.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. We've done this before on a sweater, and it had a 5% sell through, and that's you sold it before the next episode. So how you do your listing and where you price yourself, because in 90 days, 5 are going to sell. With the theory.
Yeah. So if I list
you
it
could
for
be one of those
$4,
5.
I can pay somebody to take it.
If you go $9.95, you might be at the lower end, the better end of the market. Somebody might pick it up. Someone might be real close to you, so the shipping's cheaper. It's worth a shot.
I was saying if I list it for $4, I can definitely sell it and
make $1.
Get it out of my inventory.
Yeah,
but I make nothing.
Exactly. You might as well just throw it in the trash or put it on and use it as like long johns in the winter.
Yeah. But I'll list it for $9.95, and if it takes 2 years to sell, it takes 2 years. And who knows? Because I just had some clothing, folks, that I did sell somewhere on last month. And it was about a 13% increase, and some of them sold. And I think it's because prices are starting to actually go up on eBay.
Yeah,
so you think about it.
Everything's going up everywhere. So, yeah.
If you're a reseller and you bought something 2 years ago, make sure you're selling similar and looking at them prices, because now click on them to make sure they're the same thing.
Yeah.
But if they are, up your price. Mm-hmm. Don't be the dummy who bought something for 10 cents and sells it for $5 when everybody else is going, now it's selling for 10.
Yeah.
It's just the way it works. You've paid to house that inventory. Get your money back.
Yeah. I looked up news this week. There was nothing in the news about eBay. There was a thing about they're looking for talent in doing AI shopping, but like in Toronto. I don't know what that's about. They're definitely building something up there in Canada. But other than that, the other thing I saw that was interesting, that I read an article on, but didn't really pay attention to, but apparently they're adding a 3.5% fuel charge if you're selling stuff on Amazon. And they're also making you wait longer for your money. Like, it's like Amazon.
Wow.
Like 30 days. If you sell something today, you're not going to get paid for 30 days.
I bet because the returns. I bet it has to do with returns.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, man, if you've not been to your local Staples, go check out your local Staples. I was in there the other day just looking at some stuff to get some ink for my printer and that kind of thing. And it used to be the eBay or the Amazon return desk. It was like way over in the corner. You had to ring a bell to get somebody to come to it. Now they took your stuff, took care of it as soon as you rang the bell. I walked by, there's a line. I was like, what is that for? And I look, and it's a sign. They've now moved it to more over, and there was people waiting in line for 30 minutes to send stuff back to Amazon.
Yeah. But they
So I
definitely
bet
changed
that
that.
has
I
to
don't know
do
why they did that. Even people that have been doing it forever, they just changed it like carte blanche. So we need to keep an eye out, see if eBay starts doing that to us. I get paid once I ship it. Right now, it gets into once I ship it, it shows up. I know when I sold a
Shows up where?
Macari, you didn't get your money until the person gets it. They have 3 days to say it's either good or bad, and then after 3 days, if they don't leave feedback, Macari would leave instant feedback like Amazon or like eBay's doing now, and then it would show up. I know that there's been people that have sold high dollar things on eBay, and they then held the money until that happened, until they got feedback or 20 days or 30 days. So it might be something that we need to look out for. It might happen to us. And if you're ending
Sure.
on your sale money, I'm not, you're not, we're both part time. This is our hobby. But if I went full time and they started then holding my money for 30 days, that would definitely hinder my ability to source and get new inventory.
Right.
So just something to be aware of. I know they've started doing it on Amazon. Don't know if it's coming to eBay.
That's really interesting. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah. Now I would say this, folks: if you're just starting, when I first started, they held my money.
Yeah, they did that.
eBay
eBay did
held
that to me too. Once I got going, that's the thing. Amazon does that too, I'm sure. But these people are like been there for 5, 10 years, and they just changed the rule for everybody in one day. It said, "Hey, you don't
Wow,
get paid out until X date." I don't know if it was 14 days or 30 days.
that's crazy. But don't get mad if you're just starting. eBay's going to do that to you until you build up a reputation. I think I had to get past 25 before I got it, like
Yeah,
right away.
yeah.
And even now, sometimes I don't get it right away. It has to process for a while.
So
But I don't
Amazon
think that's
changed it
me.
as of March 2026. Amazon shifted to a delivery date plus 7 payout structure, where funds are released 7 days after the customer receives the item rather than after the sale.
Wow.
It could change the actual pay date up from 24 to 28 days to what you were expecting. So
Mm.
it could take, because it's not everything's not next day delivered, but you sell it today, and then say somebody buys it in Duluth, and then it takes it 14 days to get there, and then 7 days after that. So it takes you 21 days before you get your money. That's crazy. They're holding
And
7 days after.
but
Yeah,
it's got to be because of returns.
yeah, it's got to be that.
Because Amazon has made this returns thing so
Yeah,
easy. Like you can return anything, no questions asked. Period. You can pull. It's like buying like the ladies used to do, like you saw on the shows. Buy a dress, tuck the tag in, wear it. You can do that and return something to Amazon.
yeah,
You can't do that to eBay.
no. You get 30 days to
Now
return
eBay, you
stuff on
do have
eBay,
like
but it's different.
14, 30-day returns. But here's the thing: you want to return to me, that's fine. Pay them to return it.
That's where I am right now. I had somebody open a return today on a belt buckle. This person bought 3 belt buckles from me. I reduced the price and then combined the shipping, and now they want to return one of them. And there's no, they didn't choose a reason why. They just opened a return on one of the belt buckles, and it's the cheapest of all of them. It's $9 for that belt buckle, but it's going to cost them $7.50 to send it back to me. So, and then you get that thing that pops up that says, "Hey, you can just go ahead and grant this return, but don't expect the item back." I never do that. If you want your
Mm-mm.
money back, the $9, you're going to have to spend whatever it costs, $8, $6 to ship it to me. And as soon as I get it back, I'll give you your $9 back. But I'm not giving back your shipping. I don't know why people do that.
The company's okay. So, like we were talking about earlier, the cheap Chinese pocket watches that are made, they make them for less than 3 cents. And they sell them to you for $2, $3, $4, whatever they want to sell them at. And then it costs a small, folks, it costs a small fortune to get shipped over here from China. But here's the thing. If you cancel order, they don't care. You can get it, they don't care. Cancel order. They'll give you your money back. Now, they don't give shipping, but they'll give you your price you paid for the item back.
Yeah, and I have noticed since I changed it, I used to pay shipping back. Not that I got that many returns, but once somebody opened the return, they would print the label and ship it back to me. This is like the third thing since I switched to returns, 30 days, buyer pays, that they've bought it, asked for a return, and what does it say in there? It says buyer has until X date to ship it back. If you choose to refund the buyer now, the return will close and you shouldn't expect to receive the item. The return has been approved automatically per the eBay return policy. If the buyer doesn't ship it back by May 1st, we may close the return automatically, so you will not be required to refund the buyer. Every one of them, this is the third one, they haven't sent it back. I think this is not a scam, but a scam. If I request a return, I bet there's a lot of times that people are like, oh, I don't want to get bad feedback, so they just give it to them for free. I'm not doing that.
I'm not. It's like the Uber thing, where they wait for you to take off, for the Uber driver to take off, and then they cancel the ride.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I don't care. You can leave me bad feedback all through the crap. I will start my store over under a different name and build up my auto feedback back to 158 in 30 days. I don't care, folks. But you're not going to scam me out of it. You're not going to get me to, no. You return an item to me, that's fine. Return it to me if it's in, and I say it in my stuff. Return it. Pay to ship it back. If it's in good condition and I can resell it, I'll give you all your money back.
There you go. Do you have your dad joke, or you ready for that or not?
Nah, I don't have my dad joke. But we are running out of time.
All right.
You already give yours.
No, that wasn't mine. That was the extra one that I was throwing in.
Oh. Let's hear your dad joke.
I told my wife I'd give her the world. Apparently that included going to the gas station and fill her car up at 9 o'clock at night. Because that's part of the world. I don't know. That was funny.
I'm like, what? I thought you were going to say, told my wife I'd give her the world. She woke up the next morning and had a globe sitting on her.
There you go. He sent me to the gas station at 9 o'clock at night to fill her car up.
What? I didn't get that one at all.
Me either. I thought it was funny. I don't know at the time. Never mind. We're going to cut that. There is no dad joke this week.
Here's the dad joke.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for listening. Have a wonderful week. Remember, keep selling. Keep trying. List. Because you know what? I listed, and in a week, I sold 6 of the 20 things I listed. I'm just being lazy. I need to get out of it. A little less whiskey, a little more.
A little less just sitting.
Yeah, we did a old-fashioned Friday night. That was fun. I like old fashions. Now I got the old lady into old fashions. Yeah. All right, everybody. Stay sexy.
Stay sexy.